G'day guys, and welcome back to another episode of my AOR Hype Energy Oceania F2 League. And this time, well, you know it was round 8, that one, because we missed out we missed out Monaco and something else.
Set.
It was Canada.
Everyone clear?
So yeah,
Car to track.
this is the 2 races I just missed, sorry, because I don't like 2 of the favorite street tracks, because these two are not one of my favorite things I have to go through. If it comes to like me when I head over to the F1 tier, then it will be my time. So heading out to the pits already, but this is only my fastest lap around the super soft. But this is the fastest lap that I'm going to be doing on the ultra soft tire. So about to cross the line, but open up the ORS and then about to cross the line for someone out to start my fastest lap of the race.
We have 2 laps.
So coming down to turn 1, you got to head over to Blitz's. It's the French version now. So 5th gear or 4th gear if you want to. Then we're going to head over to the right chicane this one. So right here, the 4th gear, turn left or right, and then turn left, and then go to the Litbiggy. That one. I think I should know French, that one. So anyway, coming through here was the fast right-hand sessions, and then go to the left-hander. Then we head over to the sprints. So this is the long one. Without the chicane, there's like very long straights already, so you can try and go for that one. So brake here for this one now, right, left, and then go to the right, and then left for the exit for that one. So pretty simple with that one. We're up by 2/10. So pretty good job for that one. So next up, it's Sinis. I think I pronounced his name right, or the pronounces the thing with that one. Then there's a double dual diff Preteti, I can't I need to know French already. Now we're gonna head over to Elvinsons, and the next one is Village, and then there's Latour, which personally I don't even know is like French for this one. And now we'll head over to Latour for that one for the final 2 corners, and then we're gonna head over to Virtue Depoy, and that was the final corner for this one, and about to cross the line to set a 1 minute and 30.705. That puts us into P2, but we're dropped down to P5 in qualifying, so that's fine for this one. So yeah, the qualifying sets already. Tortoise got on pole, followed by Rim Jack Caesar, who got his Mercedes full-time team driver, that one. So congratulations to him for this one now. Then it's Spilly, HAZZA, Rixie, HAZZA, and Mortney will round up the top 10. I'm surprised for Mortney. He qualified inside the top 10. I mean,
with this many cars, there's always a chance of an incident on the first corner.
So now here we are on the grid for this one, and we are on the Ultra Softs this one. So that's the only thing we can go for that one. And the only thing I can really go for that one is to try to make it a fantastic 2-stop with, well, also with the Ultra. And it's lights out, and away we go again. After a terrible start, and Spilly gets a better start than I have. Because every time we got a bit of a wheel spin for this one. And can't even happen with that one now. Caesar trying to go for the overtake on Jack and his teammate. No, not his team. I think it's not. It's Rim. Jeez. I need to think of this one now. We're trying to make a move on Spilly for this one now. Dive bombing him. And I gave him no room for that one, so I had to give him some space that one. And he lets me go through because he got a legal overtake, and I overtook him. I got a legal. Wait a minute! I got a legal overtake. Oh my god! Wait, what? Nah. What? Hold on. Okay. First off, that one, I got a legal overtake. This one. So we're just gonna head over what just happened already for someone, but we're called right to the back of Spilly.
Okay,
I just kept cutting the corners for no apparent reason.
Stop cutting the corners.
I was thinking like I'm pretty new at France, that one. But we're gonna try again down the inside of that corner, but it never happened with that one. Dive it down the inside of the La France. I think it might be La France. No, it's La France is on the 14th corner. So yeah. So we passed him in turn 13. Oh yeah, turn 13. Yeah, turn 13. We passed him in turn 13, and then it's us up into P5, that one. And Granty Torrance is still leaning for this one. So we're gonna head over to replay this one. That was the first lap done. This one. We're gonna head over to replay this one now. A bit of a slow-mo replay, a black and white screen for this one now. So Spilly, as a moment for this one at the exit of turn 5. At the exit of turn 5, I let him through, but he got a legal overtake. Then I have no other way for this one now because he has to let me through. Gave me, I think he tried to give me a little space by like 2 feet, that one. But then if you look on your right hand screen, I got a legal overtake, and I don't know how on earth that just happened, but Spilly was gonna try to use a slipstream me and hits my gearbox and went into HAZZA for one now, which is kind of a strange thing as I never had it before for someone now. But then the stewards, you know, the head stewards from the Apex on a Racing just put the notes writing and says no further actions, and you can see me. I did the right thing. I was off the racing line, trying to let him through for the legal overtake, but instead he followed me, and there's nothing wrong with me that one. So that's basically good for me, but basically not for Spilly, because he's a bit of upset that I done something wrong, and of course he has that one that I done something wrong, that one, but I did not. But I did the right thing. This one, but as you know, on lap number 3 I got a penalty for that one. Well, on lap number 4 we're about to come in for our first only stop. Well, not only stop, we're making our first stop out of the rest of the 2 stoppers, that one. So that's basically good for me. So I'm about to go on to the soft compound tires. So pretty strange things happens already. I'm pretty much struggle with the ultra softs, not the super softs, because the ultras do got some bad tire wears.
One stop to go.
But when it comes to this, it's not gonna happen right now. So we're just gonna come out and rejoin in P10 out of 14. This one. So kind of a strange thing for this one now. And a couple of laps later, Jack makes the move on Gevs, the Force India driver, and Gevs got nowhere to go. He just let him go through that one. And a couple of seconds later, for someone we call right to the back of Gvez, and Gvez runs a little bit wide and hits my rear again. Okay, especially after like last time already, where someone hits my rear and then something happens already. So that's basically not gonna happen for that one. So now on lap number 11, there's many drivers who was ahead of me has made a first stop, and right now we're just undercutting on 3 cars, but except Caesar, in one go, because we're just like doing some like good tire wears. Or as the person knows in real life, I am not good at tire wear for this one. So a couple of laps later, lap number 16, Spilly caught up right to the back of me. And then, oh, Lucky, who is this one now, who versed me in China. Remember from China? That was really like Donald Trump, but just said China. That one. Anyway, remember back in China when me and Rim both battling for the top 4 finish. Well, not the podium finish, but the top 4 finish. And he finished ahead of me, so we had to defend off against Rim. He was the championship leader early on, but no, he's not. And right now, Yep, that's the reason why for this one now. When I say he lost the championship lead, he's gone. And right now we're trying to overtake Spilly down the inside, making a dive bomb on the final corner, which just never ever works, that one. It's not actually the overtaking opportunity. And we're trying to make it a final stop, and the perfect limit that I just did for that one was absolute perfect. And I need to give a thumbs up in the screen for that one, which is kind of a good thing for me. And right now, we're going to go into ourselves a Super Softs to go to the end for this one. Because you know, Super Softs can do well for this one now, instead of the Ultra Softs. Because the Ultra Softs, nah, not that good. But the Supers, much better. So they will set the fastest lap of the race, that one. So we join right ahead of HAZZA and behind Sean. And Sean is probably a little bit of struggled right now. He's struggling on those, like, tires already, and the Renault was not even good for him. We're making a dive bomb down the inside of the final corner, and that is us into P8. Actually, make that P7 because HAZZA made his final stop.
4.0 seconds.
So I can tell on the mini-map, HAZZA made his final stop in F2 right now. So we're now on to the final lap right now. We're on to the final lap
of the race.
And we're trying to close it up to Infinite March. And you probably know this one now. He's done a pretty good job already. I had to give props to him for this one now. And yeah, well that's that one. Not even like good for that one. So you know, on the last lap, Tortoise wins his first AOR race in an AOR French Grand Prix, and I was lucky for him already. He will be driving sooner or later. If this one he will be a full-time driver, you don't know. But we're in the final sector, and there's a battle between HAZZA and HAZZA. So HAZZA and HAZZA. I don't know why there were two couples, and HAZZA retires from the session. Oh no! HAZZA is gone, but we're about to cross the line at P7. But I don't know if the I don't know. I don't know what happened right now, because about to cross the line and goes HAZZA or only just, because you know I got multiple penalties than HAZZA got. So lucky for me, I managed to stay myself in P7. Tortoise wins the Grand Prix ahead of Rim and Jack, who makes it onto the podium. Well done to Jack already. He could be the championship contender at the end of the season. If not, then it has to all eyes on Rim. If he could maintain the drive that he can do for this one now. So we'll find out what just happened tomorrow. So actually, you probably know for this one, Tortoise wins, followed by Rim, Jack, Caesar, Infinite March. I thought he was 6 that one, but actually Spilly has got more penalties than I got. So right now it's Marge, Spilly, myself, HAZZA, Daz, and Sean will make it to the top 10. And I kind of feel bad for HAZZA for not making it into the top 10 for this one now. So to see the championship results, yeah, Caesar maintains the lead if that one. This one, even the two McLarens did not get into the points. It's kind of a shameful thing for this one, but we just moved up one spot already. But we're gonna head over to the Austrian Grand Prix. So here we are for the Austrian Grand Prix for the, well, potentially the 9th round of the Austrian Grand Prix for the AOR Hype Energy Oceania F2 League. And right now in quali it's pretty dry, but in the race it's pretty wet, as you can see on the thing already. So we may be starting on the weather, like wet weather conditions, and it says it's going to be overcast in the mid-race, and it's going to be wet at the end of the race. So pretty tricky one already. So it depends if you're good at the wets already. Like, it depends if you're good at the dries and the wets already. You can use both of them if you want to, that one. So anyway, heading out and qualifying with the Super Sauce as the first run, but I'm not going to show you the first run already. I have to show you the fastest lap that I've just ever done in qualifying for this one now. So Austria is not one of the greatest ones for me, but it's probably one of the most like challenging for all the drivers already to go for the overtake already. So start of qualifying already, you have to brake here for someone now to go 4th gear, and then you go all the way for someone now to hit the DRS already. Now, this part right here is pretty much like the long straight, but you can use like the trap speed, like speed traps already, so you can tell us what it was already. So at turn 2, you're gonna brake here to 1st gear for that one. Then you're gonna go and hit another DRS already, and then before you hit there for that one, go down to 3rd gear for that one. If you want to go faster for some, go down to 4th gear if you want to for that one. As you can see, we're up by 800ths of a second, and brake down to 5th gear just to go down there. We're up by 2/10ths of a second for that one, and the brake here to go to 5th gear for this one now. And this one is probably one of the most like challenging things already. If I would just do this in Austria for that one, then brake here to go to 6th gear for this one now. I know a lot of people do that already, then brake here to go to 4th gear. And then the final time, open up the DRS, and that is your fastest lap. So across the line with a 1 minute 5.132. So Caesar will go on pole, followed by Tortoise, Rim, Infinite March, Zep, and Jack will line up in 6th position, and then there's me
the whole team are rooting for you. Show them what you
HAZZA
can do.
in the Mercedes, which is kind of a good thing because I out-qualified him for the first time ever since like I don't know. I have out-qualified him like most of the times already. So, well, he did out-qualify me in Azerbaijan already, but that's the time that he's out-qualified me. But he got like a penalty. Made a mistake that one, trying to make a move down the inside of Jack, and HAZZA making a move around the outside of Infinite March in turn 2. What a phenomenal move already by HAZZA passing Infinite March right now. But right now it's Caesar the leads already, and here we are trying to make a move down the inside of Jack into turn 3. It's not enough, that one. And it's Grunty, Tortoise, then it's HAZZA, then it's Infinite March, Jack, myself, Zip, and I think it was Rixie. I think it might be that one. Correct me if I'm wrong for something now. So Rixie, oh, he's got passed by the Force India driver. A great job at that one. And Zip, he's really close to me for that one. And I just wanted to notice already for this one, Zip is not really good at wets, that one. Because that's here's the reason why.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Yeah. That's the reason why this one has happened, that one. But we're caught right to the back of Jack, passing lap. We got through to lap 1 very cleanly. And no collisions here for me, that one. And Jack lost the back end, but caught him, but we had to give the position. What a phenomenal move already that I just did. Okay, so now next up is Infinite March in 4th place. So the only thing I can do for this one, oh wow, nice Jack, he's trying to dive bomb me into the inside, which is not the way you want to for someone now if you're blocking the door for that one. Now we're going to go to the replay here. One of the guys already was a name called HAZZA. He thinks I jumped the start, but I said like, but he said like, did you jump the start? And I said no, I did not jump the start. And I just done like Bottas. I just done a little bit of a head start, and then everyone else will start go. So that's the reason that how I just like jumped the position or something. It feels like I'm like Valtteri Bottas from like 2007 Hungarian Grand Prix. This is like me when I'm done like Bottas. And now we're gonna head into the next replay for this one, which is a Jack. Oh, I think he just, I think like on my like point of view, he just hit the side of Zeb's, the McLaren driver, and there was like 3 wide between the Red Bull and of course the two Red Bulls and Toro Rosso, and then Jack taxed the front suspensions of Rim's car, but I think like a Z backed off that one, or he got collisions with Jack for some. As you can see, Rixie was really close to me, so he backed off. I have a little bit backed off that one because I don't want to get involved with the collisions of that one. So on lap 8, we're closing up to Infinite March for 3rd place. Actually, 3rd place is not that bad for that one, because like a couple of laps like earlier that I didn't even show you for so now, Caesar went he lost control with his car at the exit of the final spots already, when I'm looking at right now. I'll put it over the screens and I'm going to point at it where it was for that one. That's the place where you made a mistake, and now we're called right to the back of Infinite March for 3rd spots. Even Jack is right behind me, so he could take the position away from me. If not, then I can do it by myself. I go for the dive bomb move. And now on lap 9, we're called right to the back of Infinite March, but we're making it to lap 9. But we'll go to lap 10 for that one. So here we are, lap 10. Breaking this one out, 3rd gear for that one. It's going to be close, that one, between myself and Infinite March for 3rd place. And at the front already, it was Tortoise and HAZZA both battling for the race lead. It's not Caesar, because he made a mistake already. And speaking of mistakes, Infinite March has run wide and gives me the position.
Some weather is going to hit in around 5 minutes time, so stay on your toes.
That one, because like, I can't feel bad for Infinite March when he made a mistake, running a little bit wide at turn 2, and he gave me the position for this one. So that's not the way I wanted that one, but anyway, 3rd place for me that one, which is kind of fine. So anyway, a couple of laps later, the track, it was a bit of a dry that one. And speaking of dry, the DRS is now enabled.
If we exceed
so now we can go into the pits to go with slick tires. Instead of the inters, we're going to go to slick tires. So we're coming into the pits right now. Actually, Tortoise did not come into the pits. HAZZA, myself, and the rest of the guys from the back, they know what it is, that one. They know they were slick times. And yeah, it's pretty simple for one. And we all know this already, we both decided to go into the ultra soft tires, because that might be the fastest already for that one, because I know the track will be like wetter at the end for that one. Thanks,
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
22. Well done, Stuart McKenzie. I'll give you a shout out on Twitter. So anyway, a few laps later of that one. We're still trying to go for that's my
first against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Actually, that was my first penalty that I just had already in like or whatever it was for that one now. And we're about to set the purple times already
lap of the race so far.
On lap 14, and now it's lap 15. Everyone just said the fastest lap because it's dry for that one. And a lot of mistakes can happen with this one. Lap 16, I can see some like huge drops of rain coming out from my point of view, that one. And Jack just passed Infinite March out of nowhere for that one, because I haven't even seen the overtake of Infinite March on Jack. This one. And I'm now lap 17. DRS is now disabled, and HAZZA forgot to come into the pits. He didn't even know that the DRS is going to be disabled when he was in the party. Oh no. Speaking of Infinite March's mistakes, I've made a mistake. Right now, myself and Infinite March are equal.
The stewards have now disabled DRS.
So right now,
DRS is now disabled.
When he just said like,
speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
He's going in. Ooh, he's going a fog. And that just blows my head, that one. Because like, how on earth did you made a mistake by not boxing this lap on lap 17? You made a mistake, HAZZA. This is what you get for this one, to get undercut by me. And even Jack made a mistake right behind me, because I didn't even see it at the back of it where I saw it on the mini-map. He made a bit of a mistake, that one, and if he didn't make a mistake, he could have just like, he just get like undercut by Jack. HAZZA gonna get undercut by Jack. But instead, I undercut HAZZA for the first time ever. And we're gonna like few laps later of this one now, because like I cross the line and see what the gap is, but
The
HAZZA
radar
was really
showing
close
a clear
this one
patch
now.
on its way.
And to be honest, that one, he's really quick at the wets. That one, to be honest, this one, I had to give props to him already, because he done like so hard this one, try to catch up to me. That one, I'm now on lap 23, trying to make it done the inside into turn 3, and this is probably where the overtake spot was. Apparently, if you're a guy like Valtteri Bottas and making it around the outside of 2 people, like Kimi Raikkonen and Max Verstappen, you're more than welcome to see that this one now. HAZZA got the job done, and now we're across the line to go for the final lap of the race. But even though DRS is now enabled this one, that means it's all or nothing.
Final lap of the race.
It's all or nothing for the podium finish here between myself and Jack. We made a bit of a mistake that one now, and Jack has not got a penalty. I got like 3 seconds, and I got 5 seconds stop-go penalty. I did not serve a stop-go, which means I have to give up a podium positions to Jack. As across the line I go, and cross the line 3rd, but I drop down to 4th spot. Spot? Why do I sound that right? Youch. Anyway, Tortoise won the Grand Prix ahead of almost a Caesar of that one now. HAZZA and Jack on the podium for that one. And fair play to those podiums, except for me. I couldn't have just like gone on the podium if I didn't get a stop-go penalty, or just like or if I just like get rid of the penalty, I could have just like gone on the podium. This one, that will be great for me. This one, if I get ahead of Jack, that one. And now the results are in for that one now. So Tortoise wins from HAZZA, Jack, myself, Infinite March, Caesar, who made a bit of a mistake that one now. HAZZA, Rim, who unfortunately got tagged by Jack this one, which unfortunately he should get a penalty for that one now. Rixie and Zeb will make it to the top 10 of the points array, as actually is his first point of the season for that one. A fair play to the McLaren driver. He done a pretty good job for that one now. And now we're going to head over to the championship standings, see where I'm at. But you know, Spilly is not here because he got removed from the league for that one. So we're going to give it a bit of a shout out to him for, like, I don't know what reason for that one. But anyway, we're going to head over to the next round for the round 10 for the British Grand Prix.
Hey guys, right now, this is actually my first face cam that I'm going to be using for the AOR Hype Energy Oceania F2 League. Right now, this is round 10, so I should put it like a number 10, Ty Dillinger. Woo! I should put it like Ty Dillinger, perfect 10 for that one. So anyway, it's qualifying time here in Silverstone, British Grand Prix, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know if it was like, I don't think it was called like the European Grand Prix, but right now it's the British Grand Prix. So right now we're coming down to the pits on the hot, I think it was like medium, I'm pretty sure it was medium tyres. Right now, coming out of the pits, this is actually like my first run. I just like show you how to get out of the pits in the first run for that one. But I'm going to show you the fastest lap that I'm going to tell you what it was for this one now. So the final corner is just flat out, open up a DRS, cross the line for this one to start the quality, and then I've done like flat out to turn 1 and 2 for that one. If you guys have done that before, you're more than welcome to. Then brake here to turn 3 into 3rd gear, then brake here turn 4 to 2nd gear. Now, a lot of people are going to say like, oh Josh, are you in new position right now? No, I'm not. So open up a DRS for that one, and brake here in Brooklands to 4th gear, and then head over to Litfields to 3rd gear. I know a lot of people are just like, oh, let's go over there for that one, and not for that one now. Then once you've done that one now, it's go time. And a lot of people noticed already, back in the older times in the F1 for that one, there's a bunch of those like turn 1, it was like cops that one. So that's true for that one. So break it into release a little bit of throttle with the cops array. Now go through Megget, and now we're going to go to Beckett. And then the next one is going to be the Chapel, so you guys heard of it, and then we're going to open up DRS. Now, a lot of people said like Stowe Corner was one of the overtake opportunities for that one. And I'm not going to tell you what it was. Brake here to 6th gear, and right now, you're just going to go for this one now. And then the brake here to 3rd gear, so bear me for that one if I get this wrong for that one. I'm sorry for that one. Then now we're going to head over to the final corner, and across the line we go. We've got 1 minute and 27, which is not that good, but I'm like 2 seconds off against the pole sitter Rim, that one. But Rim got the pole. That is like his first pole of the season, that one, that he has, that one. Congratulations to Rim. I'll give you a shout out for that one. So next one is Grunty Tortoise, then is Wild, myself, Zeb, I forgot it was that one now. Infinite Munch, HAZZA, Fructose, HAZZA, and Sean. I can see the South African for this one now will make the top 10 in qualifying for this one. The rest of them were like pretty bad for that one. So
lots of cars on the grid
now,
today. Make sure you
now
steer clear
the tires
of
I'm
any
going to be going
incidents
for
going
this
into
one
turn
now
1.
is the soft tires, and then at the end of it, it's going to be mediums race. So bear with me for that one if I just like get it wrong with that one. So don't worry about it. I'll just sort it out soon for that one. But in the meantime, this is actually like the first time that we're doing the face cam for qualifying and race this week for that one. So this is going to be good for this one. So we're going to head over to the grid, and it's time for the British Grand Prix. And it's like that, I don't know where we go. It looks like we got to a good start. Rim and Tortoise nearly got to a good start for that one. I have to back off already because Wild doesn't give me enough space for that. Let's Seb to go 4th place. Try to make a move down the inside of Wild, but not enough that one. And now we're touching, I'm touching like the gearbox of Zeb in the McLaren. That's kind of a stupid thing that I can do with that one. Another thing that I can do with that one now. But anyway, coming through Brooklands, everyone's keeping clean with that one, and then through Leftfields. Everyone's through clean, trying to make a move down the inside, but I had to back off that one because this is not like the overtaking opportunity when someone just like squeeze you and puts you off the track like Kevin Magnussen did to Daniel Ricciardo last year in the British Grand Prix for that one, because you know Kevin Magnussen doesn't give you enough space. When you're racing with Kevin Magnussen, it doesn't give you enough space. So and now Zeb makes a bit of mistake already. That gives us the position. Very good job for that one that I just did already. Have the opportunity. Wait for the moment. Go for it.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Going for it. And now Zeb trying to make a move down the inside through Stowe, which is kind of the overtaken opportunity that you could want to for that one. But me personally, I like to overtake someone round the outside through Stowe. And this is like insane for this one now. For the first lap, I done very cleanly. No like front wing damages, not even like something like that. This is going to happen like that. And right now, when I'm seeing Zeb going off the track, that one. That's the problem with that one. But anyway, the first lap has been done for that one. Now we're on to lap 2 for someone. Now we're on to lap number 6, that one. I've made a bit of mistake through Begits and also Megits and Begits, that one. I made a bit of mistake. And that allows Fructose to come and try to go for the overtake.
Don't wait too long.
Which is going to be a good thing for Fructose. Goes round the outside on the straight, but not the outside through Stowe. That's a good thing for that one, that you just
try
like
to stay
go
with
for
him.
a
He
straight
might make a
line,
mistake.
you have the straight
Still
line
regain
speed.
the position.
Haas doesn't. And Fructose just made a stop that one. I don't know why he just stopping this lap. On lap 6. It's supposed to be like lap 10 or 9, then you can come in. And right now, and speaking of many mistakes, I did it again. And as to turn 1, absolutely many people, like any like F1 drivers, the current F1 drivers, made a mistake through the first corner of that one, which is kind of a bad thing for someone. I went flat out through Megats and Beckett's, trying to catch up HAZZA, who I just like made a bit of a mistake. That allows HAZZA to go through, which is kind of a good thing for HAZZA. That he is in the Mercedes with Caesar, because they're both fighting for the constructors' titles. I'm like trying to fight for the well, if I have like Toad with me, then myself and Toad we're going to be fighting for the constructors against the Mercedes, Toro Rosso, and I don't think Ferrari's going to do well for this one, because Sparkles didn't do well for that one now. Okay, so last lap HAZZA come into the pits, and then the next lap it's myself coming into the pits already. So we're going on to the medium tyres right now. But there was one thing already that I didn't even notice already for this one. It was actually Caesar. Caesar come into the pits to go onto the hard tires. I did not expect that it was going to be like impossible to go over the hard tires. And I was like, and many people were just going were like, oh yeah, I'm going to go for it right now. We'll just go for the hard tires. And this is where Caesar got already. So I'll just show you guys what it is already on your screen. Right now,
look after these tyres now.
And up I come to go out to the pits on the medium tyres, and as you can see on the top left, that's Caesar on the hard tyres. Now that's a good thing for Caesar of this one now. And I made a bit of a mistake here. Oh, buggers. Anyway, thanks, crickets. Screw you, family. I'm sorry if it was like. I know it's going to be like a family friendly, but I had to do it as like in front of the cricket. This one, it's not good for that. Every lap, I'm trying to catch up to the driver in front, which is actually Caesar or HAZZA in the Mercedes. Cricket, can you just like stop? I swear crickets are so annoying. 100%. Yellow flag in turn 1. That's actually Sean, who he was now the AI right now, and I swear, cricket, just shut up. I swear, if I can just like shut the window for that one, that will be good for that one. Lap after lap, I'm trying to catch up to HAZZA. I got the personal best that one, which is kind of a good thing to do for that one. And now we're caught right at the back of HAZZA on lap 19. I think it might be. Yeah, it's lap 19. I can't even see it because like I'm like on the bed. TV's over there. I can't even like show a full screen for that one. If I have like a TV right in front of me for that one, that would be good. So right now, I'm still catching up to HAZZA for that one, but I got like multiple penalties, along with Infinite March. He got like exact same penalties as me, which I'm going to be showing. I cut him off that one, but I don't. It says like I cut him off that one, but to me it doesn't, and so does HAZZA. He doesn't. I didn't cut him off that one, so it's just kind of fine for that one. And now the exact same laps, at the second laps later, he caught right to the back of me. He got a good straight line speed, go for the overtake, and that was a lovely move that you just did already. And then I was trying to make a move down the inside in left field.
We expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
The right side of the tyres have gone onto the grass, so there's no way I'm going to go for the overtake. So no way. And a couple of laps, a couple of seconds later, that's not a couple of laps later. A couple of seconds later, I was trying to make a move down the inside through Stowe. It's impossible to go for the overtake. So I know a lot of people just don't know, like Kimi Raikkonen, myself. Basically, Tim Harmonic. 100%. If not, then it has to be something else. Right now, we're still on that one now, and right now, HAZZA made a mistake.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
I just said it like I'm going for it. I'm just gonna go for it down the inside for turn 3. Nope, still side by side. Turn 4, got the job done with that one. Now turn 5, I'm going for the overtake for that one. I'm doing what Daniel Ricciardo just said. I'm going for it. Or Lewis Hamilton said, I'm going to go for it. And I'm not like Lewis Hamilton in Australia who made a mistake. Instead, I'm like Daniel Ricciardo who said, I'm going for it. Boom, go for the overtake. And that's exactly 5 laps of fuel remaining. So I overtook him just before Brooklands, and right now he's going down the inside through cops. Now, that's basically the overtake opportunity that I didn't even know. I thought it was like the cops corner wasn't actually the overtaking opportunity that you can do for that one. And I'm sorry for the corner cutscene for that one, because I am like stupid ready to go for the corner cuts, because I was going to go for the like fast lap or go for the overtake already. I was picking an overtake, trying to make it around the outside of the straight and go around the outside through Stowe. He brakes late that one, but he backed off, and that was a bit of respect for that one. And that was like a fair play for that one. I thought it was like I'm going to like pull away for that one, but instead, a couple seconds later, he caught it right aside of me on my inside of that one, which is kind of a strange thing to me. And right now, yeah, he got the DRS. I thought I was going to have a chance ready to go with him, but instead he is pretty faster than me, so I had to give respect to him. And right now, it's kind of a strange thing to me, because this a couple seconds later, caught it right in the back of him. Thought I was going to go for the overtake, and I was all like, nah, I don't think I'm going to go for the overtake. We have like enough battles already to go for my videos, so yes. And by the way, I wasn't in the party with HAZZA, I was in the party with Grunty Tortoise, and like 2 F1 drivers from the Oceania. The ones I just met, like Stuart McKenzie and Pyrexel 2121. These are the guys I just raced before in the Transocean Formula 1 World Championship, not in the PRL.
This is your final lap.
Right now, across the line we go for the last lap of the race. And I don't want to have too much fight with HAZZA for this one. I thought it was like, nah, I'm just not going to go for it right now. And right now, Grunty Tortoise won the Grand Prix against Rim, because I thought like Rim is going to go for like a W for that one, but instead, Tortoise got the victory. This is like 3 victories in a row for Grunty Tortoise for that one. He done a pretty good job in a Ferrari. It was like Ferrari versus Red Bull, but now it's going to be Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Toro Rosso. 100% sure for that one. So right now, I got like a couple more penalties, but Infinite March has got like exact same penalties as me, but we didn't even like lose the points. So across the line, we finished in P6. Very good job for that one now. But Jack has got like a stop-go penalty, which means I'm staying in 6th position, and Infinite March stays in 7th position, and Jack is now in 8th position right now. So that's what it is for that one. So Grunty Tortoise won the Grand Prix, followed by Rim, and while in his debut race, fair play for that one. I'll give you a clap, or slow clap. Just give you a respect for this one, for your first AOR podium that you just got for that one. So that was pretty good for that one. And right now, here are the results of the race. So Tortoise won the Grand Prix, followed by Rim, Wild, same positions, but except for the top 2, they both got like a position change for that one now. Then it's Caesar, HAZZA, myself, Infinite March, Jack, Fructose, which unfortunately he just made a 2nd stop. If you do like 1 stop, you're completely fine. But instead, you're doing 2 stops. I don't know why you're doing that, Fructose. Then it's Rixie. I think it might be Rixie in the Renault. I think it might be Rixie, or was it Zeb? I'm not totally sure. Oh, it's Zeb, not Rixie, because Rixie is in the Sauber for that one. I'm sorry, I forget if it was like Transocean Formula 1 World Championship already, because like he could be in the Renault for that one. But Rixie, not too bad for that one now. And Zeb, I feel like it was like he has like a couple of collisions with Infinite March, and of course, right now this is it for that one. And these are the championship results so now. So that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new to my channel for this one. I will still do some face cam stuff right now. And I'll see you next time for the brand new video of some more AOR OCEANIA F2. Peace.